Welcome one, welcome all to my podcast focusing on your favourite sports and your favourite athletes on their Olympic journey. This is the road to Tokyo. This is 2020 Vision. Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of 2020 Vision. On today's episode, we have two amazing stories. The first comes from race walker, turning to runner, Ryan Thomson. I struggle to change my bed sheet, let alone a sport, so it's amazing to hear what Ryan is attempting to do. Here is my chat with Ryan Thomson. So tell us about your athletics career and how you started.
Well, I started at Little Athletics, I think, under 7s. And I always liked the endurance events, like 400, 800, and all that type of stuff. And I wasn't very good at, like, the sprints or, like, any of the throwing events. So I've been focused primarily on the endurance events. So then I think under 9s or 10s, the walk got introduced. So I attempted that, and I think I won one of the championships for like our club. And I tested it at Zone. Sorry.
Yeah, right, mate. I'm dealing with the same thing. It's okay.
So at Zone, I attempted it, and I eventually made it through to region, and that was the first time ever I made it through to region.
Beautiful.
So I was pretty stoked about that, and then that's when I got my first coach. It would have been about 2012. So then once I got my first coach, Annette, she helped me, train me, get the technique down and my speed up. And then when I went into region, I was lucky enough to make it through to state. And then that was my first ever state, and I was like first ever event I ever made the state for, so I was really happy about that.
And that was a 1500. Was that a 1500? Was it, mate?
No, it was the 1100 meter walk.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so the shorter version. That's all right.
Yeah, so it was a bit different because I think the furthest I ran then was like 800. So when I did the walk, it was like 1100. So it was a bit far. So I had to like had to improve my endurance somehow.
Yep.
And from there, I think I trained with Annette for roughly about a year, and then I was lucky enough to get coached by, do you know Cheryl Webb?
Name does ring a bell.
Yeah, so I got coached by Cheryl Webb. She represented Australia at the Athens Olympics.
Beautiful.
So it was like a big honour to get approached by her and asked if like she wanted to like train us.
Yeah.
Train me. So so I think that was around 2013. So from then I been training with her ever since. So yeah, it's been very good.
That's awesome, mate. So you've told me that you're actually going into a bit of running. Am I correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
So what's the change? So are you still going to be doing your walking, or you're looking at just heading into the long distance runs again?
Well, I'm thinking about like transferring like permanently into running because when I started walking, I had like a couple goals that I wanted to like tick off before I finished it for good, and that was when I was younger, I wanted to make like a state championships or win a state championships, which I ended up doing.
Yeah. I
wanted to make national championships, which I ended up making like a lot of times, and I was lucky enough to win the 2013 Australian All Schools.
Beautiful.
And then like the biggest goal would have been like to represent Australia, and I managed to do that in 2017 at the Oceania Championships, and that was just what I wanted to do. And then eventually, when I got all that, I always liked running, but I couldn't like focus all my time on walking and running. I had to like just pick one of them.
Yeah. So
like I never really trained for running at all. So when I did like state cross country for school and all that type of stuff, I always ran alright, and there was always that thought of, if I trained for this, how well could I actually perform and go?
Beautiful. So you've obviously gone back to your roots then, and you've decided to do something that you love. What else do you do outside of athletics?
I go to uni full time, and yeah, that's kind of it. And I just chill at home.
Yeah. What are you studying at uni?
Sport and exercise science.
Beautiful. So you're looking at bringing what you learn there sort of into your athletics afterwards, because I have spoken to a lot of athletes, and they do look back at what they do in university and kind of relate it back into their athletics career. Could you do that at all? Do you think there's anything that you've learned that you're able to bring back in?
Yeah, definitely. Well, sport and exercise science is just all about like the anatomy of the body and like the physiological components and how they correlate together and like just over like make functions and like your movement happen, and it's just very interesting as well. And it also like tells you like the importance of like maintaining a good health status and like how certain injuries impact your performance and all that type of stuff. So it's very good to know like when training for like these like particular events.
Beautiful. So what's your next goal then? I enjoyed the fact that you spoke about setting goals, and then you had that goal, you broke the goal. What's your next one?
Yeah, so basically I have unofficial PBs for like all my running events. So in the next week or so, I'm planning on doing a couple of time trials at training just to see where I'm at. So then once I understand like what times I'm like hovering around, I can focus on getting those times down. And I'm planning on doing some of the winter like cross country runs and like just the track events just to see where I'm at like competitively. And yeah, hopefully I can get my time down before next year and make a national championships for running.
Well, that's a good goal to have, mate. I appreciate your time. Hopefully we can see you in Olympics very soon. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, mate, and get well soon.
Thanks very much for having me.
That's all right. Catch you, mate.
Bye. See ya.
Thank you, Ryan, for being involved in this podcast. Now, on to my next athletic friend, which is Ian Halpin, who found his way back to the track after a couple of years away, and with the help from his coach, learnt how to be successful once again. Here is my chat with Ian Halpin. Alright, mate, so you're a 400-metre runner. Do you mind telling us how you got started on the track? Was it as a young kid, or did you just pick it up later on in life?
Yeah, so I always did little athletics, but I always did longer distance. It wasn't until I was about 17 until I started doing the 400 metres. So I did it for a couple of years, ended up going to state and made national championships for the under-18s at Australian All Schools. And I ended up getting second there, and I kind of just grew out of the sport a bit. And I didn't decide to take it back up until about 5 years later, until I was 23.
Okay, was there any particular reason for that? Or you just wanted to try different things?
No, like I said, I just grew out of it. Had a bit of a social life. And, you know, I was working full time. I just didn't really have the time. And when I got to the age of 23, I decided to take it back up. I figured I'd probably regret it if I didn't give it a go. And so I did one season by myself. It didn't turn out very well, but I found my coach, Mike Hurst, and he took me on the next year later. And we've been together for about 3 years, and we've achieved quite a bit together.
That's awesome, mate. So speaking of achievements, what is it exactly that you've achieved, if you don't mind telling people?
No, not at all. Like, the first year I was by myself, I couldn't even make a state final. I was blessed with a lot of injuries, unfortunately.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but all those injuries kind of drove me to where I am today, because it taught me a lot about perseverance and just, you know, the struggle of keeping on. So yeah, I couldn't make the state final my first year. Ended up going with Mike, and we had about 6 or 7 weeks of good solid training before the Australian Nationals, and ended up making the semi-finals up there. And then the year after was the year we really got stuck into it with general preparation, had a complete season of training, and I won my first state title, ended up going to Nationals, made the final there, ended up getting about the 4th fastest time in Australia, which we didn't really expect, but it happened. And then I got the call from Athletics Australia asking me to be part of the World Relay team.
Beautiful, and you were in that team with Beck Bennett. I've already had a chat with her. I'm surprised that you didn't.
Trained together.
Yeah,
me
exactly.
And Beck trained together, and Mike was pretty happy when he found out that I was going to be passing the baton off to Beck. That was not pointed at all.
No, that's good. I was surprised though that you didn't want to take up skipping as well, like her.
Yeah, I don't think my shins would have appreciated it.
No, that's okay, mate. So, may I ask, what's the difference in training by yourself? Obviously, you've talked about the injury and everything, compared to having that training behind that trainer and coach behind you. What does he make you do that you weren't doing yourself?
I had no knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to program myself, and I pushed myself way too hard. You know, I went from doing almost no exercise to training every single day, and I just completely blew up after 2 weeks. I was just physically broken down, and I'm still having problems from 3 years ago. I'm still having those problems because of how hard I train. So coach is really good at telling me when to stop, and I think every coach needs to have that asset about them as well.
So how often are you training now?
Right now we're on a 1 day on, 1 day off. We're just doing it like that at the moment, playing it safe. So usually we would train maybe 4 track sessions a week and 3 gym sessions a week. But I'll do recovery every single day. So
Beautiful.
Training is full time. It's almost 24/7. You know.
And where do you see yourself? We've got 2020 next year. You're obviously hoping for 2020. Have we qualified yet?
So we got to get through the World Championships first.
Yep.
Nothing's concrete yet. So if the men's 4x4 team make the final at World Championships, I think that's an automatic qualifier for the Olympics. But the Tokyo standards are very high.
They are, yes.
They're very high. It's about, for the 400 metres, I don't know what it's like for everything else, but for the 400 metres, it's almost half a second higher, that standard. And it's a 44.9.
Yeah.
44.9 is a standard. And that's a...
Are you a fan of the fact that they're bringing in the ranking system?
I don't know too much about it, to be honest.
So I believe how it works is they've got a certain amount when ranked that can go through, and then they go to the timing slot.
Yeah.
So if you aren't ranked, then yeah. Currently you're 128th, if you didn't know.
Okay. Well, that's... How many of the top rank go through, do you know?
To be honest, I don't have it in front of me at the moment. For people that are listening, they can go back to my first podcast where I talked about it with Riddy and Carly, but... I'd have to look into that for yourself, mate. But it's definitely a journey that sounds like you're willing to take, which is cool. What's in regards to like mentality? How do you push yourself forward? What are the sort of tips you can give people to push yourself in regards to mental and physical? Not exhaustion. I don't want to say that word. I want to say, how do you push yourself? There we go with that.
I find it pretty easy. I mean, if you've got passion for something, I think it's pretty easy to follow that passion. That's pretty much all I can say, and I love running and I'm really good at it, so it makes it easier to do it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I find a good diet helped.
Yeah. And do you have anyone that you looked up to growing up in regards to running?
I didn't really look up to anyone. I had a lot of inspiration, you know, from all the big names, you know, Michael Johnson and Usain Bolt and all of those guys. Didn't really have a lot of looking up to do. Like I said, I was out of the sport for 5 years and I completely lost touch. When I first talked to Mike Hurst, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know his past. I didn't know that he coached Marie Holland or Darren Clark. He wasn't very happy about that. But, yeah, I mean, those two right there, they're huge inspirations. I've met them both, and they're pretty big inspirations to me.
No, that's good, mate, and I'm happy to hear that you're all well and fit. I wish you the best of luck with everything going ahead. You're obviously aiming for... You've got World Championships coming up. Is there anything else that you're doing in the meantime?
Yeah, so I got a call from Athletics Australia on Wednesday. They want me up at the Oceania Championships.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to be in the mixed relay again. We're going to be chasing down a time. Hopefully I don't think the mixed relay have qualified for the World Championships yet. So that's why we're going up. We're going to give it another crack.
Mm-hmm.
If we can beat a 3:18, that's going to be fantastic. And then the next day I'll be backing up and I'll be in the men's team. And the men's team have qualified for the World Championships. But, you know, none of the teams are set in concrete yet. But I'm going for it. and if we can get through that, then we'll be off to the Olympics.
There we go, mate. Well, I'll let you know. I've just looked up in regards to the qualification for people that are listening and want to know. So you can achieve the entry standard, which is the time that you talked about, or you can qualify by virtue of your world ranking. So it's designed as a 50-50%. So 50% of the target numbers for each event through entry standards, and the remaining are the world rankings.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be a good system to bring in.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't, then they wouldn't bring it in. So
it's all right. There's always trial and error with everything. So we'll see how it goes. Again, I wish you the best of luck with your future. Hopefully, we see you in 2020. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your training.
Okay, thanks for having me on, Jordan. It was good having a chat.
That's all right, mate. Look after yourself.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, Ian, for coming on and being a part of my podcast, 2020 Vision. One thing I realised while having my chats with both Ryan and Ian was that these boys have a lot more to say. And right here I say that I vouch to make my interviews a lot more longer in up-and-coming podcasts. My issue has always been with interviews to kind of stop them, because I don't want to take too much of their time, because in a sense they've got things to do in their day. So now I know that they have more in what they want to say, and I'm definitely going to have that involved in my podcast. So look forward to more in-depth conversations. I'm definitely looking forward to it myself. Thank you very much for joining me on 2020 Vision, episode 7. I've titled this one I've titled this one "Love What You Do," and these boys, Ryan Thomson and Ian Halpin, love what they do. And I hope that we all can love what we do. You enjoy the rest of your week, everyone. Thank you very much, and hey, join me for episode 8, because who knows who we're going to get. Thank you for listening to another episode of 2020 Vision. If you want to find us elsewhere, go to Podbean, YouTube, or Spotify and type in 2020 Vision. You can also find us on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.